Welcome to Career Talk with Laura. I'm Laura and I'll be talking about career advice, personal development, and all that good stuff. Please subscribe and hit that notification button so you can get my latest updates. Okay, my glasses are very reflective today. I look like one of those anime characters that's like... Alright, back on topic. Today I'd like to talk about resume writing. I know there are a lot of people out there looking for jobs around now, so I would like to give some tips to help with that. My first tip, and this is a very common tip, it is to keep your resume relevant. What I mean by this is that when you're applying for a particular role, take a look at the job description and look at the keywords in the job description and try to match that with whatever experience and skills you have and highlight those in your resume. And I say this because the first time your resume gets reviewed, it's most likely not going to be read word for word. In the first round of review, it's most likely to filter for the relevant candidates out of like a sea of candidates. So in order to make this process quick, the reviewer might just be scanning for those keywords from the job description in your resume. So in order to pass this round, you want to make it really easy for the reviewer to find the relevant information in your resume. Imagine you're doing a Google search for, knee-high socks, and what you're getting are knee pads, regular socks, shoes, but you don't want to be copying the job description word for word in your resume. You want to be connecting those keywords with your experiences. For example, if the job description stresses that teamwork is important, then you would want to list some team projects that you participated in and describe how you work with your team. You don't need to have your entire work history outlined in your resume. You really just need those relevant experiences. Second tip is to keep your resume concise and get to the point. You don't want to have super long sentences adding a whole bunch of detail, and then when people are reading it, they get lost. You want to describe what you did, the purpose of it, and the impact. As for how you did it, you want to save that for the interview. Oh, the purpose is very important. Don't do fancy stuff just to look smart. You look smart when you know why you're doing something. And generally, unless if you're making a list, I would recommend you keep your sentences to at most 2 lines long. After that, they start to become run-on sentences. You do want to use the vocabulary in your field, but you don't want people to be doing mental gymnastics to understand what you're trying to say because of complex sentence structures. And generally, I would recommend keeping your resume to 1 page because honestly, I don't know how many people would read past the first page. I know I'm guilty of reading just the first page. But then think of it like this. If you're reading a multi-page resume and the first page does not convince you that you want to interview this candidate, why would the second page be any different? The third tip, also a common one, is to check your resume. So you want to check for spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, and consistent formatting. There are a lot of word processors that have auto spell check, so make sure you leverage that. As for formatting, you want to check that you're using the same font, the spaces are consistent, and if you use abbreviations for the dates, that's also consistent throughout your resume. Your resume is like a sample of your work, so you want to show that you put in the effort to check your work. So those are my tips for effective resume writing. They work for me. I hope they work for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye!